Big story, 2G report denial by an insider of the CAG. Now, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Kamal has said that the government will be discussing the 2G matter in Parliament. Revelations of the former CAG advisor will be taken up by the Business Advisory Committee in the presence of the Speaker. Kamal said that the members want to discuss it in Parliament. They are agitated about these claims that are being made by a former CAG auditor. He also said that the issue raised is very serious and needs to be looked into thoroughly. Also on the issue of FDI, Kamal said that the government cannot withdraw their executive decision. They are looking at whether a sense of house resolution could be passed. Well, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kamal was speaking to my colleague Kartikeya Sharma just a while ago. Let's listen in to the Parliamentary Affairs Minister.
Parliament again got adjourned on the issue of FDI, though Congress members were wanting an inquiry into the JPC because of the new revelation in the 2G matter. On this issue, we are joined by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Kamal Nath. So, on two issues, there was a lot of ruckus in the Parliament. On the new revelations made by a former CAG official and the FDI, how will you break this logjam?
Well, where the CAG revelations are concerned, the CAG is a constitutional body, and it should be. It's very important that A, we don't criticize it. B, it must be above any kind of slur or suspicion. Now, here is an insider of CAG making certain allegations, revealing certain things. So, a lot of members have asked for an inquiry on this. A lot of members were demanding today a discussion on this. Not on the CAG, but on what a former CAG official has said. Because Parliament must know why is he saying it? What is the basis of it? And I think it's important issue raised by the members. So this will be taken up and discussed by the Speaker and in our Business Advisory Committee to whether it should be taken up. What is he saying? Why is he saying it? What is the content of what he's saying? What are the ramifications of what he's saying?
But you know, as you're saying that this will be taken up by the Speaker, but the worrisome aspect is the point which he was trying to draw. An ethical line has been breached, officers going, and the PAC chairman's office trying to measure his report with that of the CAG's report. Because the view is that the PAC is supposed to be like a superintendent, not to measure their report with the other report.
It's not a question of breach of anything. Here is a CAG official, an insider of CAG, revealing certain things which reflect and impinge on a report. So, the House must know. Members are rightfully asking that what is this? They want to know the full scope and the entire content of what he's saying, and how does that contradict what the CAG has presented to Parliament.
So this matter will be taken up in the Parliament, can we say that?
Well, it's going to be, members are demanding it, and then it will be discussed in the Business Advisory Committee, and the Speaker will take a view on it.
And lastly, how are you looking forward to your meeting on Monday, because that's your personal initiative? Are you hopeful that you'll be able to break the logjam on FDI? Today, Congress President convened the core group on this issue.
Well, the first most important question is that if there's a discussion, what do we discuss? That FDI policy, which was first announced and kept in abeyance, was a straightforward FDI policy. The second policy, which was announced after the first policy when it was kept in abeyance, the House was told that there will be consultations. Now, the second policy which came out said that we are enabling the states. So, when we go into a discussion, what will we discuss? That we enable the states? Whether the states will do it or not do it? It's for the states to decide themselves whether they'll do it or not do it. So, which policy do we take back? Which there's a demand, take FDI policy back. What do we take back? Do we take back that we shouldn't enable the states? Because if a state has been enabled, it's for them to not to accept it. That's it. And if it is got to be discussed anywhere, it should also be discussed in the assemblies, in the state legislatures, who to take a view whether they accept it or they don't accept it.
And lastly, if I'm not wrong, this is going to be the first when an executive policy is going to be put to vote. They are saying that there's a breach of, there's a sort of commitment which was given by Dr. Mukherjee that the Congress did not keep up with. So there are two issues: executive policy being put to vote and sense of the House. So how will you resolve it?
The executive policy says what? Executive policy says we are giving the states the choice to have it or not to have it. Now, it is for the states. So that is the executive policy. Now, as I said, what do we discuss in the executive policy? That whether we should tell the states to give the states that choice? Well, if we've given the states the choice, then where does the center come into it? Where the question of assurance is concerned, we are looking into the facts. I want to really hear out. We want to have a discussion on this, and let us see what emerges, that how it is felt that the government didn't honor its commitment of consultations.
So thank you for speaking with us. With camera person Shakil, Kartikeya Sharma from Delhi for Headlines Today.